Hey guys, I walked up to the garden this morning and thought you might want to come along and check out how things are doing. Things are doing a little bit better. So let's go take a look. So the garden was struggling quite a bit this beginning of the season, but it's looking a lot better. It's dried up, warmed up, really warmed up. Peppers are looking better. Some of these I just put in filled in with some new green beans a week or so ago, and these are starting to climb. My cucumbers over there are doing pretty well. I'm gonna have to remove this painter's tarp because, so there goes my shade, but the cucumber has made it to the top of that where that begins, so I'm gonna have to remove that. Maybe I can just slide it over, because this side, I don't know, those green beans are gonna be up before you know it. But I've got to get out here and harvest these cucumbers. I've been harvesting, but they are coming on strong. Ellie, everything I look at doesn't mean there's a chipmunk or something there. Come on, nosy. Another cucamelon. I've got to figure out what to do with these because I've got so many. I thought I would like to snack on them, but they're not the greatest things. I love to snack on the sugar snap peas and the asparagus when it comes in. That's probably my favorite thing. Just to snap off an asparagus and have a snack, but those are not the greatest. This is a bell pepper. Putting on a couple of peppers. I got to harvest some tomatoes and cucumbers, cucamelons, and these peppers. These shishito peppers are crazy. They're loaded. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those plants, and actually I have another one in a pot, and it's doing better than these. Ellie, honey, need to do some weeding too. Out. Out. Go. But these peppers, one thing you can do with them is blister them in a dry pan and then toss them in olive oil and salt, and then just have them as an appetizer, just snack. They're really good, or I like them. I don't know if everybody does. Oh, my Kajari melon. I've got 2 little melons on there so far. But everything's looking a little bit better. Definitely got to harvest today. I've been tying these up and tying these up. I did start the peroxide spray for the leaf spot. I've been pruning and tying up, so they are definitely growing. Most of these are paste tomatoes. Actually, all of these in this row are paste tomatoes. It's the Amish paste and the oxheart, pink oxhearts. And then I have a few slicers here and there. But I can't tell yet if the peroxide spray is helping or not. But we'll see. I have a feeling I'm gonna have green beans running out my ears. I did some of the Chinese noodle beans. They're not good for canning or like boiling like you would do on a regular green bean. They're good for just like stir fry in a pan. I think they're over here. Yeah, here's some. So they're just starting to put off some beans. Ellie, honey, come on. This is my granddaughter's fairy garden. They love coming out here and rearranging stuff. We planted this morning glory to grow up the side of this trellis. A windstorm took this trellis out. It used to be where my new trellis is, but it was just sitting there, wasn't anchored very well at all, so we just put it back here over their fairy garden, and they love it. The big fairy back there, they call her the queen of the fairies. So here's the pumpkins and the melons that the grandkids, I guess the boys, planted. Perry had a bunch of old tires at work, and we just put them in this, in the tires in this really thick bed of wood chips. There's tons of blooms on them. Hopefully we'll get pumpkins for Halloween and melons to enjoy. What you doing, Allie? What you doing? This was our potato bed. I harvested all of the potatoes out of there. I think we got 23 pounds, which was okay. There is a loofah gourd growing on that back fence there. Actually, a couple, I think. So hopefully we'll get some loofahs out of there. I'm trying to decide what to do with this bed. I just covered it back up with straw or hay. and leaves just till I decide. I don't know if I'm going to put fall stuff in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll just leave it covered and plant some, whatever we decide to plant this fall in there. These are just some herbs and some kale hiding there in the corner there. I've harvested this basil once already. Made a batch of pesto. I really do need to get these cucumbers off here. Crazy. I'm so glad these are doing good. They really are good cucumbers. I think they're the Boston pickling cucumbers. Comfrey is crazy. I cut it completely down, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. No, more like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But it is already back up, and I guess I'll cut it again. What I did with it was I laid just a solid bed of leaves around the strawberries, and then I put mulch over top of that, and so far it's done a pretty good job of keeping the weeds out. Plus it's a good fertilizer. I also made I had a big tote sitting here, and I just tore up a bunch of the comfrey and filled it with water and let it sit for a week, and then used it to fertilize everything in the garden. I did remulch everything with grass clippings. We have a sweeper that I pull behind our Kawasaki mule, and it sweeps up all the grass clippings. And just to help keep weeds down and cover the soil. It's really good to keep your soil covered. So we mulch with whatever we have on hand, whether it's compost or leaves or wood chips or grass clippings. So a little pollinator came to the garden. That's why I like to splash in flowers here and there. I don't have as many this year. If it wasn't for some of these reseeding themselves, I wouldn't have as many as I do. I did let these grass clippings sit for, I guess about 2 or 3 days to dry out some. It was so hot, and we weren't expecting any rain, so I just piled it up and just let it sit for a few days. I do try to keep it away from the base of the plants so it doesn't maybe burn them, but our neighbor motioned for me that I could sweep his yard too. he was mowing, I was sweeping, and that was pretty awesome. So I got a lot of grass clippings in one day, and I still have more I need to spread, but it's good to get a thick layer on here, and it really does help keep the weeds down. Oh my gosh, these ground cherries. I just came out here and got a bunch last night, and there's more that I need to get. I thought I might try dehydrating them. They're really good, just open them up. They're really sweet. It's a good snack in the garden. But I was getting so many last night, I thought maybe I would try dehydrating them, like the cherry tomatoes. These are more sweet, like a fruit, than cherry tomatoes. But another thing that we do with the grass clippings is add it to our compost. It does heat it up, make it heat up more. And I also sometimes use it in the chickens' nesting boxes. It's a great resource. I'm so glad I have that sweeper. Well, I guess this video is getting long enough. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see y'all next time. See ya.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.